Hola, hola, my name is Jackie and today's video will be my August wrap up. Right, it's already it's already September. What am I talking about? Okay, so this month, let me tell you, wasn't very reading productive just because I had a lot of things going on. Anyway, I'm just making up excuses. I didn't have much time to read, to be honest, because I just had a lot of classes going on. Well, not a lot, but you know the drill with college, right? Right, okay. So let's get to it. The first book I read was called, let me see, I don't have it with me anymore because it was a library checkout. So it's called Say What You Will by Cammie McGovern. I made a whole video review on it, so I'm not going to talk much about it. I'm not going to talk about it much in detail right now, but you can go and watch the whole video. I have it in my channel. But basically it's a story of two misfits in high school and they fall in love. It's like a contemporary love story about two misfits in high school. That's what I was trying to say, Jackie. Oh my god. Okay, it's what I said right now, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It reminded me a bit about Eleanor and Park, like with the issues that each of them were dealing with, except that it's in like today's day, not in like the 80s or 70s, and it has different problems, different characters, different dynamics and all that, but it reminded me a little bit about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and recommend that book to you if you're into contemporary. It's not really a light read, but nonetheless still a really good book, and I highly recommend it because the writing is beautiful. And yeah, it was good. It was a good book. I liked it. It wasn't my favorite, but I liked it. Next I read dun dun dun. Did you like my little choreo? Okay. Next I read The Tiger's Curse by Colleen Houck. Now, I don't know what took me so long to pick up this book. Literally, I've had this book in my TBR for like 2 years, I think, like a year, I don't know. Really long time, and I'm ashamed that I hadn't picked it up before. Honestly, it's so good. I loved it so freaking much. Okay, I love the characters, I love the world building, the fantasy, the romance. It was just great. But let me tell you what it's about first. So the story revolves around Kelsey, just graduated out of high school, looking for a job, trying to get into college. Girl, she's your average girl. But she starts working for the circus, right? And in the circus, there's this tiger who she grows a bond with. And this tiger is not just any old tiger. Turns out to be an 300-year-old Indian prince. So in this book, they're trying to break the curse and try to solve the problems. But Kelsey ends up falling in love. And it's a great story. And there's a lot of like, she's so smart, funny, witty. Is that the same thing as funny? I don't think so. But she's really awesome character, and Ren is the name of the tiger and the guy. And so he's a really great guy too. He's so sweet, gentlemanly, and awesome, and handsome, of course. And it's just a really great read. I know that some people were kind of upset with Kelsey over some decisions that she made towards the end of the book, but honestly, I'm okay with if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, I'm okay with this because I know that it's like a series, so it's gonna get solved eventually, hopefully sooner than later, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna get a little annoyed. But I know that it will get solved eventually, and that I'm definitely going to keep reading this because I can't wait to keep reading about these adventures, and I highly, highly recommend this book. 5 out of 5 stars in my book, okay? Okay. Next, I don't have them with me because, again, I got them out of the library, but there's Saga Volumes I and Volumes II by Brian K. Vaughan. And these are epic high fantasy, what do you call it? slipped my mind. Graphic novels. There you go. Okay. I don't know why I had that brain block, but they're graphic novels, and they're really high fantasy. And I don't want to tell you too much about it because I didn't know much about it, and it's kind of complicated to summarize. But I think you can figure it out. It's really easy to get into, and it's really easy to figure out. And the story is just really greatly told, and the art is amazing, even though it's a little graphic. So if you're on the younger side, I'm just gonna warn you about that. But if you're on the other side, just go ahead and read it. It's a really good series. I just read volumes 1 and 2, as I said, right now, but I plan to continue reading on to volume 3 as soon as I can get my hands on it, because you know, the library and their stuff, you know. So I really liked both of these, both of the novels, volumes 1 and 2. I gave them both 5 out of 5 stars, and I highly recommend them to everyone. I read those 2, and that was it for all that I read this month. And I'm currently reading, let me show you, City of Heavenly Fire. I told you I would get into it eventually, and I am. And I was getting a little lazy on starting to read it, but I was like, you know what, Jackie, stop being lazy and start reading. So I did, and I'm about 300 pages in, and I really like it so far. It's really good, as obviously as I would expect the final book in the series to be. But yeah, that's all I think. Yeah. How was all of your guys's reading month? I hope it was better than mine, honestly. This month I'm gonna try, I don't know if I'm gonna make any commitments because I just started fall semester and it's gonna be a hard semester, so I'm not gonna commit too much. And I kind of lowered my reading challenge from 60 books to 55, and I'm about 26 books. So and I also, hold up, the new Darkest Minds novella is out. It's called Sparks Rise, and it's told from Sam's point of view. If you read The Darkest Minds, this is the new novella that's out. Does anybody else read from their phones? Here's the thing, I read from my phone because, like, I go to school, right, and my bag's already heavy enough with like my water and my lunch and like my books and stuff, and it's just, I don't feel like carrying a physical book with me. And the train ride to school is like really long and I get bored, so that's why I get them from my phone. I'm considering getting a tablet, but the Surface Pro, but I'm not sure yet. So I usually read on my phone. Does anybody else does that? Like, let me know, because it's just, I carry it around with me. I listen to my music, I read at the same time. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy, and it's wonderful. Okay, and I'm reading that too. I just started reading it today. It's just like 80 pages, so I should be finishing it soon. And that's it for this video, I think. Okay, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, later. Hasta luego, amigos. Bye.